What is up, and welcome back to the channel. The votes are in. Drum roll. Do I have a drum roll? That's not it. Maybe that's better. I don't know. How about this? Woo, yeah, we're done. Finally. All right. The 2024 People's Character. Let's get right into it and see what happened. Votes are tallied. Let's switch over here to our other, or I can show you this here. I'm not sure exactly why that's off a little bit, but here we go. Round 5, the finals are here. It's taking a little longer than I wanted, but that's life, right? So we had all of these customer suggested profiles, sent names, characters, whatever you want to call them, in our People's Character bracket, 2024 People's Character. We had a live stream where we picked everybody. Then we seeded them all based on how many people sent in names for them, got down to the finals. There were a couple upsets early, but here we are with Castlevania and Punch-Out in the finals, toe-to-toe, two heavyweight games and lots of characters you can choose from them. Let's see what we have here. If I can get to my other screen, I can show this to you. All right, so Castlevania and Punch-Out. I left voting open for about 8 days, so the voting actually closed 5/24, and I know some votes came in after that date because I recorded the vote tallies on 5/25. So there's a couple of votes that slid in after, which is completely fine. It's not altered the results that I have. So here we go. Castlevania Punch-Out. Round 5 finals. Let's just tiptoe our way down here. The west region versus the south region. So Castlevania came in. We had 50 total votes. We had 28 here from our Facebook group, and we had 22 in our Instagram story. So we have a VIP Facebook group, 8-Bit Power Up Club, and you were able to vote on this. The votes can stay open for a lot longer for Facebook polls, so we went ahead and did that. IG stories only stay active for 24 hours. So when we have, I think, 250 some people in our Facebook group, so only 50 of you really wanted to take a part of this. I think 100 people saw the poll. So, all right, so let's see how many votes came in for Punch-Out. Now, if you watched our stories, I posted that they were tied at one point, and you had a limited amount of time to get back in and cast your vote for who you thought would win. So here we go. Punch-Out. Oh my gosh, we still have a tie. Are you kidding me? 27 Facebook, 23 IG, 50 total. Tie. Now, you're probably like, wait a minute. I saw one of these had a little bit more votes. And you're right. So those votes came in just in the last week, and I screenshotted them here. So Castlevania edged out, but they had a few more votes come in after the closing date of 5/24. So Meta, Facebook, whoever, does not allow you to close polls anymore or set a deadline that I can find. If you want to close a poll, you have to delete it completely. And I didn't want to lose, that if anybody ever wanted to go back in our group, look at these and look at the results. I did not want to just delete it completely off of social media. So it's still there and you can still vote on it. So these came in after the 5/24 deadline that I had put out. So anyway, so Castlevania Punch-Out, that's our Facebook one on the right, or the left here, or the left of your screen. Then we have our Instagram story mode post. Castlevania had 22 and Punch-Out got 23. So just split right down the middle. So what does that mean? we have a tie. Well, I'll tell you what that means. And you're probably thinking like, wait a minute, was he going to do it? Are we going to do it? How do we decide? How about we do both? Both. How about we do both? We wanted to launch this years ago and never were able to. Obviously, it's a lot difficult. I do so much here. But I really wanted to give this back to the people here, to you guys that have supported us through the years. So we are gonna, Shannon Sharp, if you've seen that clip from him, how about both? How about both? We are gonna do both of these characters. So we will need, so Castlevania and Punch-Out will both be on the list for the people's character. I already have mentioned this to an artist that we have, and he's going to be working on some artwork for this, and it's going to be pretty cool. So with doing both, I don't think we will actually just do a character. I'm not sure we'll do a character from each. I think maybe we will just do the title of the game, but we'll see how that evolves. So thank you so much for everybody that took part in this over the last 6 or 7 weeks. It's been a lot of fun. It's been really cool chatting with everybody. Hey, how come this one's not in there? How come that one's not in there? You know, all that stuff. And then to finally come down and get the results. And of course, it ended up being basically a tie with a vote deadline on 5/24. So that's how cool is that? We're going to do both. So what's going to happen now is we'll get some scent profiles together, and then we will kind of slot this in our releases. We have a very heavy second half of the year coming up. I know we're not quite through the first half, and we have a few limiteds coming back in June, and it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be really cool. So we are going to do both. How awesome is that? Anyway, getting all kinds of sidetracked. I'm pretty excited. So these are both just been top of the list for a while for me, and I'm pretty pumped that we're going to get to pump both of these out. So look for these probably near late October or November-ish, depending on how the scent profiles line up and the artwork, how the artwork comes back. But we will do a double release here. I know we released in groups before, but it's going to be a little interesting with this one, with both of these. So super excited. Thank you to everyone that took part in this, that voted. So I want to thank you for the engagement and for staying on top of this, and just all the great feedback. So if you like this and want to see more of this, hit the like, subscribe, share it out to somebody that you think's excited to see these characters come to life in our men's grooming line. Until next time, this is Shaun with 8-Bit. We'll chat later.